We are out on the road this morning. We're heading to a neighborhood called Longleaf. It is in the eastern section of Port Richey, Florida. It's kind of a different neighborhood from the traditional neighborhoods that we see around here. I'll share some pros and some cons with you. Let's give you a quick tour around. Let's get going. Let's get on the road and head northwest about 28 miles from the Tampa airport to the neighborhood of Longleaf. Now, as we turn in here, you're going to see the signs that say watch for golf carts. This is one of the rare golf cart friendly communities, and you just never know when you're going to see one. And I never expected that one would be coming right by just as we came into the neighborhood. That's an absolute win for the day. So enjoy that, because people do take their kids to school on the golf carts. There isn't a golf course to play at. There are children's play areas spread throughout the community. Some street parking is allowed in here, which is unusual. And the first pro of this neighborhood is there's plenty of housing styles and opportunities. The second pro is the amount of open space. In fact, every home was built to be within a short walk, that's about 5 minutes at the most, of an open space area so that you can enjoy just being outside with the blue sky, the grass, the trees. So there's segments of the community that have the larger estate lots, and as you've already seen, we've driven by some of the smaller homes, the patio homes, and some of the townhomes closer to the entrance to the community. Pro number 3, there are planned activities going on throughout the year. So get involved in what the community has to offer. You'll get to know your neighbours and you'll make the most of the outdoor space. The amenities are great and they really are spread throughout the community, and that's pro number 4. Do you like to play tennis or basketball or volleyball? And pro number 5, Longleaf Elementary is located right in the heart of the community. And as we look around as to what is local, you'll be able to see the multiple level hospital. It's one of the tallest buildings in the area. And right there you'll find Publix, Target, PetSmart. And also then across the street, you'll find some of the other stores like Walmart is over there, Sprouts, Home Goods, and Michael's. Maybe one of the cons is the lot layout and design. It isn't for everybody. You have steps to get up to your front patio or porch, and then you have a alley at the back, which does mean that you have people going to the front and rear of your house, and that's not for everybody. But one of the wonderful things that you will find throughout the community is the creative way that the rainwater ecosystem's been designed. Usually in a great year, when we've had the usual amount of rain, you'll see waterfalls and streams taking and transporting that water throughout the community, so you get to enjoy that rather than the rainwater being a nuisance. Let's head back down Main Street towards the front of the neighborhood. You'll find pro number 8, the community pool, the spa, the event lawn, and the amenity centre that you can rent out. The other nice part about this is you can also use the children's play area that's very well maintained and fenced in for safety as well. Longleaf also has some small community vendors at the start of the neighborhood. And for Port Richey, this is a great location to head to, whether you're having pizza out on the dog-friendly patio or getting your coffee and Cubans from Havana Dreamers Cafe. These Port Richey businesses love to have people go in. You might decide to rent a bike or buy your own and head over to JB Starkey Wilderness Park. This park is on the way to the high schools for the neighbourhood. It covers a large area, but it's on the way right over to River Ridge Middle and High School. So let's stop in and show you. This is JB Starkey Wilderness Park. It's a massive area of preserve with all kinds of recreational activities. There's a recreation centre here on the way in. I passed it. There was a school bus parked up there today, which tells me that there is an activity going on, so I won't be able to head on inside. But there's cabin camping here. This is an example of one of the cabins. They are very, very basic facilities, but if you love camping and you love being outdoors and truly away from everything, then this could be a great location for you to plan on spending some time. You know, it's always pretty peaceful here. The bike trail runs through the park as well. So it runs up Starkey Boulevard, then turns right into the park here and goes 7 or 8 miles out to the Suncoast Parkway, which is the toll road that leads down to Tampa International Airport and up north towards Hernando County. And from there you can truly cycle all the way from Hernando County down into Pasco County, through Pasco County and then down into Pinellas County and all the way down to the Sunshine Skyway. So sometimes when we're in some of the local bike shops, we run into guys that are out, and girls too, to be honest, of all ages that are out doing a cycle. And it's not uncommon to run into people that say, yeah, I'm just doing 90 miles today. Like, whoa! So very, very popular sport, especially when it gets a little cooler like it is today. It's a beautiful day to be outside today. All right, so this is what basically JB Starkey Wilderness Park looks like. There are some day areas as well and some kids park areas. Just a beautiful spot if you like being out and about. You hear that? You don't, do you? There's really nothing to hear except nature. They do guided walks and things and stargazing, tons of activities, worth checking it out. Now it's time to head back on the road and go over to River Ridge Middle and High School. These are not the closest schools to the community. In fact, they were changed several years ago, and this might be considered con number 3 for the Longleaf neighborhood. Now I'm going to share the data from niche.com so you can see the grades of the school, and we always encourage our families who are moving and have schools as an interest to check out the local schools and visit them to find out for yourselves what you think. We are back in the office, and I just wanted to hop on MLS and show you some of the listings that are currently available and just talk about what you can get for your money and a couple of the things to look out for listings in this neighborhood. So right now there are 7 active listings in the neighborhood, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of data for some of them. So the first one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath and a half-bath downstairs townhome in there. This is about 1,500 square feet, and its list price is $375,000. So this one's been on the market for 7 days. It looks like it is in decent condition. Looks like it's going to be a great buy for somebody. Now, one of the things that you'll notice as we look at different listings as well, there are different schools annotated as well. So it's always worth, I always recommend that you personally verify the schools that the property is zoned for. Now, there's about a couple or so different townhome areas within the community. So when you live in one of those, you are paying with your taxes for the CDD, you're also paying for the HOA for the community, and you're paying a HOA fee to have those townhomes taken care of as well. So that's something to bear in mind. So that's kind of like your starting price to get into the neighborhood at this point is right around $375,000, and that's 1,500 square feet for that one. So this house, let's give you a couple of looks at the inside here. So this house has really had some nice renovations done. It's very current again. It's been nicely taken care of, and it looks like it's in great shape. Garage entry is at the back, and then as you see here, we've got the fence line from one side of the house that the houses are set on the lot line on one side, and then that gives you all of this space to the other side of the house that is like your yard. So a good amount of your yard space is to the side of the house. So this is 4-bedroom, 3-bath for 2,160 square feet, listed at 549. Then this last one here. So again, a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath, 2,500 square feet, which makes it one of the larger houses in the neighborhood. 2-story here. This one has been fully renovated. Actually, it says on one place that it's a 4-bedroom, on the other area that it's a 3. This has a first floor in-law suite, and the reason I want to mention that, and this one actually isn't the standard that you typically see in the community, but let me show you a couple of the photos. Nicely staged. What a lovely little house. This one's had the renovations done. But in here, they have an accessory dwelling unit downstairs, like on the side of the garage. What's more common in this neighborhood, and you can't see one on here, but if you look at their neighbor's house next door, what's a little more common is that somebody has added like a 1-bedroom, bedroom, living room, sitting room, maybe with laundry facilities, kitchen, living room above the garage space, which has a separate entrance typically going up to it. And many homeowners then rent that out as an accessory dwelling unit. So before we jump off of MLS, I just wanted to come in here and look at the active, pending and sold listings for Longleaf over the last 6 months to give you an idea how that looks from a data point of view. So we're just looking at the active, pendings and sold. We've got 25 results. We've actually got 7 active listings on the day that I'm looking at this, and the rest of them are sold. So the average active listing in there right now is a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage home built in 2006 on 0.12 of an acre for 2,100 square feet, listed for 536. Here are a list of the ones that have sold. So the average sold listing was a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath with a 2-car garage built in 2008 for 2,056 square feet, with a list price of $498 and a sales price of $493. So that just gives you an overview of some of the activity in the neighborhood in the last 6 months. I'm sure that you enjoyed having a little look around Longleaf and the new Port Richey area and seeing some of the new Port Richey, Florida real estate. So what's the right next move for you? Is there a specific location that you need to stay close to in terms of commute time or drive time? Are you looking for a particular experience from a school point of view? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? How will that be reflected in the community that you choose to live in versus heading out of the community to do things like boating or golfing or other interests that you might have, like today we talked at length about cycling. We have people moving here from New York all the time, from Washington State, Chicago, constantly. People are moving to Tampa Bay, and part of our job is to help make a smooth move for you. Go ahead and watch the next video that YouTube recommends. There's also some other videos of other neighborhoods that we've already been out and videoed, and we'll be adding more as well, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out when we post a new video. We look forward to helping you, and we'll see you on the next video.